one of my, well, I wouldn't call it a pet peeve, but one of my mission. It's what are EPS files and how can we use them in PaintShop? Okay, EPS files are encapsulated PostScript. What does that mean? I have no clue, but they are vector. They are vector typically used for Adobe Illustrator. What is kind of sad is that PaintShop can't use them. And if you go online, you go on various sites and you download images, whether it's stock images, free pick, you can go on Deposit Photo, Shutterstock, whatever. If you download vector files, most often they are EPS files. So you're kind of stuck. So currently, I have one way to do it. It's not the best because you probably don't have the program. I'm looking into another way, but right now what I have is CorelDraw. I have an older version of CorelDraw. And for that, let's say that I want to open, I'm going to open an image. I think my CorelDraw is a little shy. Okay, now I will go to File, Import. It's hiding in plain sight. Import. And I found some flowers. So these, I don't know if you can see them. These are the little flowers. They are vector. They are available in JPEG, but you know how JPEG, you can't modify them the same way you could with vector. So if you actually want the vector format, you would have to import EPS file. I will just accept pretty much the default. Make it this big. So I have those flowers. And now I will go to File, Export. And I need a format that PaintShop can read. And the vector format that is not PaintShop, that PaintShop can read is WMF. And in this case, CorelDraw can save in that format. So I'm going to export. Just accept all the default. And that's it. Now I can go to my PaintShop and open that WMF here. I didn't give it a name, so it's untitled. I can have any size, but I'm just going to use the default size they give me. Remember, it's a vector, so you can size it however you want. And now everything is as little vector shape. If you look closely, it doesn't look that great because you say, oh yeah, it's a vector, it should have smooth edges, but it's just because my image is very small. And if I want to enlarge my image, it's just going to use a lot of resources. So what trick I found, especially if you have some separate elements like this, is I'm going to duplicate my image. Then I make a selection. Oops, I'm going to make it rectangular. It's going to be easier. Make a selection. And you can look here in the layers palette. I have all those layers. That's all the layers, all the shapes for all the flowers. But now on that duplicate, I can go to image and crop to selection. And now I have only a handful of layers. And now I can resize it. It is a vector, so it's no big deal. I'm going to go by, let's say 500%. And look at that nice edge now I have. And now all the layers or all the objects can be modified like any other vector. So I can double click on this and change the color to a blue flower. I can remove the stem here, remove the stem there, or the lines. I can have something like this. The little yellow dots, maybe I want to change that to red. And now this can be saved as a PSP image if you want to keep it in a format that PaintShop can open without any kind of conversion. So this is how you can use EPS files. I find that this is one workaround. It's not perfect. I found a few times that some details get lost, but overall it's pretty good. I never really worked on very complex designs. Whenever I used the EPS, they were usually little clip arts that I needed for something else and I want to change color or size, etc. But I'm kind of looking into another way that might be even more accessible for more people because nobody right now can just afford CorelDraw just for that. If you have CorelDraw, that is fine, but I'm going to be looking into another way, and when I found the tutorial, or actually I found a tutorial but I haven't tested it. When I have tested it and if it works, I'll make a tutorial for that. Some programs, I think Convert.io can do some conversion from EPS to WMF, but I found again that the result is not always the best. But it's worth a try because at least that is free. Hey there! I hope you found this information helpful. If you're curious to dive deeper and explore more about PaintShop Pro, we've got a wealth of resources waiting for you in our membership area. There, you'll find in-depth classes, workshops, Q&A sessions, and much more to help you enhance your PaintShop Pro and digital scrapbooking skills. Feel free to check it out. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching and see you in the campus!